Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm not alone today. I have my beautiful friend Krystal, aka Crystal Clear Makeup. She's also another beauty influencer on Instagram and here on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
She's everywhere. So today we got the chance to sit down and film with Makeup Forever's new concealers. These are their new Ultra HD light capturing. I keep thinking captivating.
Yeah, that's what you called it earlier.
Yeah, light captivating self-setting concealer. So if you want to see what we think, then please keep watching. Okay, let's start our base first because we need to cover up pimple mania right here.
Pimple.
I'm really sad. I'm really sad because I was only saying to Krystal that I haven't broken out in a month, and then like over the weekend, all these little fellas started to pop up.
We were talking about it.
Hormones.
It's like Murphy's Law. Hormones kick in every time you finally feel like you're in the clear.
balance.
You always get the hormones come in, and it's like PMS. Hello.
Yes, I'm gonna mix both of these.
What shade are you in?
In the stick, I used Y245, but then I brought both of these with me because I wasn't sure. One is Y245 and the other one's Y235.
Those are usually the ones I use, but I'm using the Y255. I'll probably end up like not matching at all. We'll see. I'm gonna apply it to my face. It's on my forehead already though, and it seems it seems good. So I think we're gonna be fine.
I'll mix a bit of the 245. Let's go a little bit bronzier today. I'm just gonna mix both of these on my skin.
Mine's good.
Yes.
I never use this foundation as often anymore because it's been in my drawer. Because it was summertime and then we went into the fall and like I was pale for a little while. And so I'm really like it looks really pretty.
I like the two together because I like
some good coverage, yeah, for sure. I need to get some in my right shade. The one I have is like a little bit too, it's light and it's like a little bit too pink. I feel
like in like the 245 maybe. Like the stick in that shade might work. You can always mix it with something lighter if you're not tanned.
Well, honestly, when it comes to foundation, I pretty much just wing my shade and then like figure that I can mix it with something to make it work.
You can always lighten it with concealer or darken it with contour.
Oh, for sure. Ooh. We're having the complete opposite. My skin is honestly, we're about to go into like the PMS.
You're
like,
hitting it, yeah.
I'm like at my peak of like amazingness. I'm like, and then next week I'll be like, oh next great, week bust out the green concealer because we got some pimples.
I'm just a week ahead of you.
Well, I'm gonna go in with the concealer. I'm a little bit nervous about this though.
So this is our first time trying these concealers. We're gonna. Well, I don't know, are you going to contour with it as well?
I'm going to try it, yeah, I'm going to give it a go.
We're going to try them to highlight and conceal, which I usually do anyway. As you've watched my tutorials before, I like to cream contour, so we're going to try it with this concealer too and see how it blends and see how it wears.
Yeah, and so this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. And so me and Katie are using the same shades. I think we're both gonna mix.
I think so.
20 and 32.
I think 20 is gonna be a little bit too light, and then 32 is just gonna not be light enough. Yeah. Let's see. I think this color might work for me because it looks similar to shades I'd usually wear. But I'm gonna highlight like I always do.
I've been going along the nose lately just because I find
yours like quite different to me.
And then that way I have like room to spread it out over top of the cheekbone versus having like too much. And so I feel like that has been working really nice. Do you always do the nose thing?
I like, because I don't contour my nose because it doesn't sit right on my nose. So I like to highlight and it kind of gives it a softer contour rather than... It just looks too harsh on my... I just can't.
Yeah, I find that as well a lot of the times.
I'm going to highlight here. I'm just going to do the most just to see how it sits.
I'm just going to blend mine out first. I usually blend my concealer out, like, I don't like to apply it all over the face right away because sometimes things like, you know, dry down way faster and you're like, only done one eye and it's like not blending and you're like, oh no.
It's probably a better idea than I do. I just throw it all on and hope for the best.
We're just going in ham.
What color did you use? Did you use both?
I only used the one. I figured that other one I'm really nervous it's going to give me like a gray, like I just don't think it's going to really go with my skin tone. Whereas I'd rather like a lighter shade and then like tweak it than have it like gray under the eyes.
Yeah.
What they say about this concealer is that it's self-setting, and so you don't have to go in with a powder afterwards, which I think is genius.
Yeah.
Because I know so many people usually have to set their under eyes as well as any place that they put their concealer. I get like a lot of questions because a lot of people don't typically see me set my concealer like in my Instagram videos. Here on YouTube, you guys see me set it all the time. However, like, you know, I don't usually show it in 60-second videos, but I do always have to set it, and so I'm very curious to see how this wears in terms of not setting it, you know?
Yeah. See, I usually do like to set my concealer. I'm not a huge powder person, but I like powder under my eyes and down along my T-zone. That's my usual.
Yeah.
But today I'm not going to. I'm going to see...
Maybe a little bit. Around my moustache area.
Well, it blends really nice.
It does
blends very
really
easy.
nice.
It doesn't dry too fast.
No.
Which is good. As you've seen, I put it everywhere and it's still blending very easily.
I think that the coverage, it looks really nice. I feel like it is medium buildable, but I feel like it's definitely more on the medium. Like, you know, like some concealers, like you put it on and it's immediate full coverage, like full coverage feel, even though it's a medium to buildable coverage. I feel like a lot of concealers that are out now are more on that like full coverage spectrum in terms of what people are looking for, whereas this is very like natural and more like skin-like.
Definitely natural.
Yeah.
But in a really good way.
Like I can still see some of my freckles underneath, and like it's not like...
It's very, as you said, skin-like. It looks like skin. Which I feel like the average person likes.
Wants that.
I usually do like full coverage underneath my eyes because I do have little freckles. They're not like the cute freckles. I call them splodgy freckles, where they're like those blown out freckles. So sometimes they can...
those,
but I feel like sometimes they can make my skin look discolored.
For sure.
So that's usually why I kind of just cover it over. I like that it's glowy.
It is
I
very
hate
glowy.
looking powdered.
No,
I don't like that dry look. And it's very, very,
No, absolutely.
I'm into it.
It gives like definitely that youthful glow, natural, like, it's not too much.
So far.
So good.
Okay, I'm gonna go and jump into contour. I'm going to use the shade 52 to contour, so we'll see how this goes. We'll do just my cheekbones first.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the safe way to go about that. I was telling Katie that I just recently like trimmed my hair myself again, and like it's a hot mess. There's some stuff going on that needs some fixing, and I definitely need someone to go through and like thin it out, because my hair is so thick that now when I like put it fully down, it's just like this puffy mess on my head. So we were pulling it back and out of the face.
Okay, I only really need a tiny bit of this. I think I might have used a bit too much. No. I always, anytime I put cream concealer on, I always do too.
Now I've learned from you. I've learned. I'm taking.
Learn from my mistakes.
We're just gonna use a tiny dab.
I'm just gonna blend it.
Oof, I feel like this is gonna be too...
It might be a bit too warm.
This is way too warm for my skin tone, I think. I mean, like, in the summer, this could be beautiful. Like, it's really nice. It does look really pretty. If you start blending out, I'm like, oh, okay, my mind is changing. It's not so bad.
If you go over it with, like, a sponge, I feel like that usually melts it in more and gives it that more of a softer contour. I kind of like it.
On camera, it actually also doesn't even look too bad.
But even look in this mirror, you can see.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's very like summertime. I would say that this would be amazing in the summer, for sure. When I've got a little bit more glow.
Oh yeah, we're all about the glow.
All about it.
Yep, and again.
How do you you use a brush?
I use a brush, and then I will go over it with like a beauty blender or a sponge. I don't always go over it with a sponge, but if I either, what I did right now, I put too much on, or if it's looking a bit too harsh on the edges, I use a beauty sponge to fix all my mistakes basically. If I put too much blush on, I do that. It's also great for if you put a highlight on and it's like the highlight is sitting on top of your skin. If you if you go over it with this, it like melts it into the skin, and it just gives you that really like soft inner glow.
And if anyone knows about applying highlight, it's Katie. I had her give me a few tips the other night when we went out. I was like, how do you do this? It looks so good. It's like it's perfect. And every time I put on highlight, I'm like, is that like cheek what's going on? Like, it's like pulling out every imperfection I have, whereas like you stick it on and it's just like you're glowing to the gods, and I'm like, son of a, I'm nervous to go in on the forehead.
I'm gonna just like dot a tiny bit because mistake made from the last time. So I usually just bronze along my sides here. I don't go up too far here. I feel like forehead is just too, it's not big enough to fit all the contour.
Mine's the same. And they do have like 22 different shades, and so this might not be like our correct contour shade, but I'm sure if we were like go into the store and, you know, pick out the correct one, there would be one for it, because they are meant to be used for like concealing as well as like contour. This turned out way better than I thought. Like immediately looking at it, it's gonna be warm, but it actually looks really pretty.
I'm just gonna dust whatever's.
And I feel like it blended out really nice. Like I find that sometimes when you try and like contour with a concealer, sometimes it can be iffy and it can sit on the skin a little weird.
It can sit on the weird.
It can sit on the weird. Need a little bit of jaw contour. We'll just.
Ooh, yeah, snatch that jaw.
Ooh.
I'm gonna join you on the jaw snatching event.
I didn't have a mirror for that other side, so I was going in guessing.
You just winged it.
As I do my life, Katie, as I do my life. Everyone's like, how do you do this? Oh, somebody asked me about foundation matching, and they were like, give us your secrets. I was like, oh no, I don't have any. I was like, I literally draw. I look at it, it looks right, I go for it, and sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. I think I need to do my nose, although I'm not gonna use that for my nose, because that would be something else. Quickly.
I think I might use one of these fellas to, well, I'm not gonna set it all, actually, no. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself. I like to talk to myself and make my decisions.
Well, usually it's Garfield.
To myself, with myself. Usually it's Garfield, yeah.
You use him as an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to my cat.
I am the crazy cat lady who talks to her cat.
It's okay.
All the time.
Gosh, I don't know what it is, but I woke up this morning and my nose looked bigger. Like, I know it's crazy, and it probably doesn't, but it did to me. I woke up and I was like, what's going on? I'm gonna have to contour the crap out of that today.
I usually add powder contour or bronzer over my concealer, but I'm not going to do it. I feel like I just want to give the concealer a fair go by itself.
Agreed.
We'll let you know in the description box how it wore.
That's what I always do. You guys know I always leave all of the info down in the description box if like I'm doing a review or a first impression type thing.
I am going to add highlight though because...
Oh, it's my under eyes. I'm like, something's off. I don't know what it is, but it's because I haven't finished my under eyes area.
Okay, I'm going obviously to put highlight on Pro Life Fusion, the shade number 2, so it's the more goldy one.
So I'm going to be using this pen from Makeup Forever. It's the Artist Face color in H102, and I'm going to use this to highlight. I might go over it with like a little bit of the one that Katie's using just because it is a little bit more on the pink side, but I feel like it's going to give it like a really nice base, at least to start off.
I used to wear this highlight all the time.
I used it a lot. When I first got it, I was like, yes, yes, yes. My eyes look more normal now that I have like a lower lash line, smoky vibe going on. I was feeling like an alien.
So far, like this concealer is still sitting really nicely. It hasn't like creased into any of my little fine lines that I don't have.
We are flawless. Perfect. Not a single wrinkle on this face. The other day I like made a facial expression and all the lines stayed and I was like, oh no,
like,
no, this can't happen.
I just really like the glowy finish of this, even before I put the highlight on.
No, under your eyes looks so pretty. Yeah. It looks so hydrated. That's the look. It's like hydrated and like not crepey and it's good.
I'm going to use the shade 101 and their matte liquid lipstick.
The finish is really beautiful. And it says that it's supposed to wear up to 12 hours, so we will see. Me and Katie are going to put it to the test.
We are.
I'm going to use the Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Liquid Matte in 103. Is that what you're using?
101.
Oh, 103.
I'm going to leave this makeup on for as long as possible today. Usually when I film a YouTube, I take my makeup off straight away. But I'm out in Krystals now, so I'm going to be here for a while and I'm definitely going to leave this on for as long as possible.
Anyways, I think we're all done here, right?
We're done. Well, so far I'm very impressed, I have to say. I just really like the glowy dewiness of it.
It looks good. Yeah. It looks really,
Even on your
really
skin,
good on the
it's
skin.
the same. It's just sitting so nicely.
And even like the way it comes off camera, like it looks really, really beautiful, and in person it looks just as beautiful. I find that sometimes things can like show up on camera where they look really good, but like in person you're like, oh. Their skin products, they look great in person, but on camera they look amazing as well.
So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me having somebody new on my channel. Actually just somebody, it's always just me. It's either me and the Garfield pops his head up every now and again. I enjoyed having you on my channel. I hope you enjoyed being on my channel.
I did.
And I hope my subscribers enjoyed it too. And if you want to see more of me and Krystal, or Krystal and I, let me know, because we're definitely down to film more videos and like do challenges and just do like some fun shit on my channel. So let me know what you want to see. Again, I'm going to list everything I used in the description box, also how it wore. So be sure to check it out if you're interested in knowing how it lasted. And that's it. I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for all your support, and I'll see you in my next video.
Hello, folks.
So if you want to see... Why can't I say this?
Sometimes it's so hard. It's the simplest of things. Make sure to give this big... Make sure... my life.
Sorry, I have to do the last one.
Anyway.
Cute.